Guys, Mark Goldberg here from Mark Vlogs Watches with a quick word for your friend and mine, ArchieLuxury, Paul Pluta, AC3, Archibald Chesterfield III. You know, he invented the quick wristwatch check, and the rest of us on YouTube, well, we just stole it. Help keep Archie full-time on YouTube by liking this video, watching this video, tell your fuckhead friends, and make sure to subscribe to his Patreon. And now, ArchieLuxury.
Hi guys, Paul Pluta on the Paul Pluta channel. Today I'm doing a paid review. This is paid review. This is 9N24. This is for Jackie. Jackie, I think it's for Jackie. Okay. And before we start this here, let's just do a quick wristwatch check of what am I wearing today. ArchieLuxury Reverso Grand Date. Reverso Grand Date. That's what I am wearing. I am wearing this wristwatch. Okay, let's go and read this email here. This is for Jackie. I've been watching your channel for a while and enjoy your content. We all make and get deep in over our heads. I too like nice things: watches, cars, travel, fine dining. Last year I found out I was going to be a father, which was a really big reality check. I suddenly realized I was living paycheck to paycheck, had 100,000 plus in debt and could barely cover my living expenses plus minimum monthly credit card payments. My wife didn't even know. I pulled money from my retirement, sold my wine collection, sold my watches except for the no date Submariner, the 14060M, camera gear, my $10,000 bike. I started taking the train to work and even considered moving us in with the in-laws. I am still in the hole right now, but I'm happy that I have a plan. I dare say I am happier now than when I had all the stuff. I am enjoying my family and friends more. Many in the watch collecting hobby can relate to you and are rooting for you. You should start a no bullshit recovering watch addict support channel. $25 JM from New Jersey, America. New Jersey, New York, America. US. So I wanted to make this video to thank Jackie. He's in a bit of a bind there. And what's he done? He's gone and sent some money to me. So I firstly want to salute you and say thank you, Jackie, for supporting me. And also I want to thank you for sharing your story. It takes balls to share your story. And I wanted to make this video here just to point a few things out here and relate it to my own life as such. And I've got to tell you, man, it's the old Buddhist saying there, you know, your possessions own you. You think you own you. You spend such time acquiring possessions. In the end, they start to possess you. And I gotta tell you, man, it's a very interesting email here. He's had to wake the fuck up. He loves, look, we can all go for this here. I completely, watches, fuck. I love wristwatches. Cars, oh, fuck. I had Alfa Romeo. I had BMW. I've had Mazda Miata. I've had the fun cars. Believe you me, man. I know exactly what you're saying. Travel, fuck me dead. I've been addicted to travel. Fine dining, fuck. I love a good meal. Fuck me dead, yes. And, you know, this is what happens in life sometimes. The important thing to realize is not to be so hard up on yourself. And it's a bit, you know, I'm not into these mumbo jumbo religions. But one thing that Scientology said, I'm not a big Scientology fan. I'm not a fan at all, actually. I think they're a cult. But one thing they say is don't look back. You can only change the present and the future. You shouldn't look back. And that's true in a lot of things. You know, what we've done in the past, no point to feel bad and guilty and upset. You got to say, right, that was yesterday. Today I'm making decisions that are going to move me forward. So I really think you've done the best thing there. And I had the same thing myself. I was 82,000 in credit card debt, personal loans, any consumer finance. I basically put into luxury goods. And I hear you, man. I hear you. And you've done the right thing. You pulled money from retirement. Yes, I look, there's no point putting money in retirement when you're paying exorbitant interest rates on credit cards and car loans and expensive finance. You want to get rid of that. You sold your wine collection. Yes, okay. You sold your watches. I'm really pleased you kept one. I know myself, I went through financial troubles at the end of the 90s, early 2000. I sold all my, I can still remember the collection. I had four Rolexes. I had five. I had a Day-Date with diamond dial. I had a 16013 two-tone subby, R serial number. I had Explorer 2 Polar. I had a 16610 sub, and as a beta, I had a 16800 sub. They were my five. Sold the lot. I should have kept. The last watch I sold out of that was the Explorer 2. That meant the most. Probably should have kept the sub date, to be honest with you. But I got to tell you, man, you got to do what you got to do. This is it. And I'm proud of you. You sold off camera gear. You sold off your expensive bike. Look, you're making the right steps. What you need to do is you need to make the right steps, make the right choices, and things will get a lot better. Things will get a lot better. Look, I would not go completely beans and rice. I like Dave Ramsey, by the way. Dave Ramsey is I'll put a link in the description. He's got a YouTube channel. He's a bit of a Bible basher, but I quite like Dave Ramsey. He's got baby steps, 7 baby steps. Number 1, have a $1,000 emergency fund. Number 2, debt snowball, where you pay the smallest debts off first, going to the biggest. He also he doesn't encourage debt. Now, I think sometimes you need to take on debt. I've taken on a little bit of debt afterwards, but you've got to have a plan and a method of getting rid of that debt. So I think the most important thing is, it's like an alcoholic. You've got to firstly admit you've got a drinking problem. Number 1. Then you can look at combating it. If you're in denial, that's where you've got serious problems. But I got to tell you, seriously, if you slash your living expenses, slash all this stuff, man, you'll come out way, way ahead. There's no problems here. And I would, you got a wife, you got a baby. Hey, man, that's cool. That is so damn cool. I'm proud of you. You've bitten the bull by the horns. That is the problem with watch collecting. It encourages us to buy things we can't really afford. Okay, we can't really afford. And I've got to be honest with you. It's a tough pill to swallow. It is very tough. It is very hard to swallow this pill that, hey, I cannot afford it. Because, you know, the problem with watches is we buy a cool watch. Okay, and everyone says, oh yeah, cool watch, man, cool watch. And then to get the accolades from our peers and fellow collectors, you've got to keep buying expensive things. And the problem is, you know, when you're in the high-end watches, you've got to keep adding fucking deal. Like this Patek here, $13,500 fucking dollars. That is a lot of fucking money. It is a lot of money. And that's sort of their base range, you know. Fuck me dead. and to be getting accolades from them, you've got to be continually buying, and it's fucking hard, and it's we're encouraged to be consumers. We're in this capitalist system. Sometimes there's a lot to be said. Less is more. And I got to say myself, one thing that's interesting is when you start selling off some of your collections and get rid of things, I actually find my desires for things have gone down. Like when I had all my Rolexes, there was always another one I wanted. When I had the two-tones, I had the Daytona and the Submariner two-tone bluesy. I wanted to get a third two-tone in a GMT. I wanted a two-tone GMT ceramic. Now that I've sold the Daytona two-tone and the bluesy two-tone, I like the ceramic two-tone GMT, but I don't need it. That's already gone. I don't need to plug that hole. And the same can be said, you know, it's funny, when I had the Explorer 2, which I just sold, by the way, Explorer 2, I really wanted a Speedy. Now I'm thinking, hang on a minute, do I really need a fucking Speedy? I actually enjoy wearing, I got enough watches I can wear. Okay, if I want to go for a walk around the block, guess what, Fatso? I'll put a Casio on. I'll put a Casio on. That's what I'll do. I'll put a Casio on. That's what I do. I like wearing my nice watches. I bought them for me, to make me feel happy. So when I was in Louis Vuitton, when I had 5 briefcases, I didn't even have a fucking job, mind you, full-time job. I wanted desperately a Damier President. Now I've sold most of those off. I've still got 1 or 2 left. I don't even want the Damier. I mean, the Damier, yes, I'd love to have a Damier, but I had the collection. I don't need it as part of the set. So when you start selling things off, you don't really need more. Do I want a Rolex now? Yes, I love Rolex. I love Rolex. I still love Rolex. Rolex is a great brand. But I like to have a little bit of hiatus. Hiatus away from Rolex. I'm enjoying some other brands. So I got to say, you've kept very wise idea. Keep the No Date Sub. That is a beautiful watch. Man, I got faith in you. You will do well, Jackie. You'll do well. It'll work out. It'll work out okay. It'll be fine. As long as you've got a plan. And the best thing is you can make decisions. You can make a decision tomorrow to change the plan to fix up this mess. And I think that is very, very important. You know, look, this is how life is. Sometimes, you know, there's nothing wrong with having enjoyed fine cars, lovely wine and automobiles. You don't have to do that forever. You could come later on if things improve. You can come back to what you really thought was important. And I can remember, I'll tell you something very wise. A number of years ago, this was when I was married to the Japanese lady, and we were both working full-time. I was working in IT for KBR on contract, and she was working full-time as a registered nurse. And I said, let's go and look at cars. We looked at Mercedes C-Class, BMW 3 Series, Audi A4, Lexus IS. We were looking at that sort of class of car. And I remember the dealer gave us the Audi to test drive. It was a beautiful white Audi A4. And I said, which one do you want? Which one do you want to get? And she said, you know something? This is what she said to me. Do you want to know something? Instead of getting a fancy automobile, I would rather work part-time. I'd rather work part-time. And I gotta tell you, man, I gotta tell you something. The time with the kids that she had, you can't buy that now. Now that even if you have unlimited money, the kids aren't that age anymore. They don't wanna. They all want to play video games and that. They don't. So that time that's gone. Yes, we would have had a beautiful. What would we have got? I would have got a BMW 323i because it was the end of the. When we did this, it was at the end of the E90s. The E90s were just about to phase out, and we would have got a 6-cylinder straight line 6 323i, which I love that car. I would have got black. Now that car, it'd be 8 or 9 years old. I have 150,000 on it. It'd be worth nothing. Still a nice car, but you understand what I'm saying. The story is that sometimes it's not always just material goods that's important. The time with the kids. And it's funny, it's funny how life goes there. That particular wife, she had a car accident a couple years later. And I said, right, fuck this. I sold my Patek annual calendar, 5035, I sold it. I love that watch. If there was a possession I ever fucking loved, it was my Patek 5035. I loved it more than life itself. I sold it, and I thought, fuck this. My wife never really demanded or asked for anything. I bought her a grand piano. And the kids were at an age where they were curious about music. They both started taking lessons. That was like 5 years ago. Now, they're at an age where they don't really want to do that. So even if I had money now, bought a brand new piano, well, they probably wouldn't get into it. See, it's the timing. Through a freak of nature, I managed to buy that annual calendar back. And I'm really happy to have it back because I do really love that annual calendar. But I don't regret selling it. I don't regret selling it and buying the piano. That was an important step. So it's one of these things. Sometimes in life, you can always get back to them. And that's an important lesson there. So, look, I salute you, man. I salute you. I understand. I hear your troubles. The watch collecting, a lot of these watch collectors, they just can't. Seriously, they are not your friends. A lot of watch collectors, they're just fucking assholes. They are assholes, man. I don't want to be nasty, but they are fucking assholes. They just can't. So I wouldn't be too. They're just losers. A lot of these watch people, they're just fucking nasty cunts. So man, I'm proud of you. You've turned the corner. I wish you the best. I really do wish you the best of luck. And guys, like, subscribe, tell your fuckhead friends. Guys, remember, paid reviews help me stay full-time. Without your support, I couldn't make this stuff. I could not make these videos. I need your support. I desperately need your support. So, I just want to say to you guys, please help me. Please take care. And please keep getting paid reviews done, because without the support, man cannot survive on Google Ads alone. I'm Paul Pluta. Tell me what you fuckers think of that. Nice one, Arch. Great vid. Great ending. Great moral of the story.
Oh. Hey Archie Luxury fans, if you're into luxury, then you gotta be into 66 Buick Rivieras. Check out my son and I, Alex, as we restore this beautiful 66 Buick. Neighbors are having a picnic, you know, having fun and stuff. Me, I'm doing cars. It's what I've done my whole life.
David S.W. David S.W. David S.W. Who does ArchieLuxury recommend is the greatest grey market dealer in America? There's only one choice, David S.W. That's right, guys. I've got to tell you the honest truth. I have for a long time been looking for the perfect answer. Who do I recommend people go to see? Who do I recommend that people can go and buy watches? And I've got to be honest with you. The greatest pre-owned dealer for Rolex, Patek Philippe, Audemars Piguet is David S.W. David S.W. David S.W. DavidSW.com. That's right, guys. I have been looking for a contact who I can very nicely refer people to. I am not in the selling business. Customer service, I'm too old to sell watches. I'm too old. I like to recommend my viewers to a reliable source. In Australia, I've got some great sources. There's Sydney Watch Exchange with Cove, Ronnie at Vintage Watch Co, Shani at European Watch Gallery. And in America, who is the best source for pre-owned Rolex? For all the hot models? There's only one person I would recommend, David S.W. David S.W. David S.W. That is the premier source for pre-owned Rolex. I gotta be completely frank and honest with you. Guys, if you are looking for a hot Rolex model, there is only one place you can go to. David S.W. David S.W. David S.W. Let's be honest, guys. There's no point schmoozing the dealers, the ADs. They're just a waste of time. Unless you're going to buy 20 pieces, you are wasting your time. What you're better off to do is pay the market premium and go to a good pre-owned dealer. Who do I recommend? David S.W. David S.W. David S.W. That's correct, guys. I want to tell you this now. I 100% stand behind David S.W. David S.W., the greatest pre-owned dealer in the entire United States of America. That's right, the greatest pre-owned dealer for Rolex, for Patek Philippe, for Audemars Piguet, David S.W. He even does things like FP Journe. David S.W. David S.W. David S.W. That's right. If you want to buy a pre-owned Rolex, a Patek Philippe, Audemars Piguet, there's only one good source I would recommend. David S.W. David S.W. David S.W. I'm Paul Pluter, the method actor who plays Archibald Chesterfield III, and I'm proud to recommend David S.W. See you later. Thank you for watching this channel.